What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Man, we just hanging out on the holiday weekend. The market cap is $265 right now. You know what I'm saying? That's probably them pews. But man, I know it's been a minute since we done hit y'all, but there's been some crazy things going on. One thing I want to point out, Ethereum is 463.
Oh yeah, it ain't stopping. It's going about 500 today.
It's November 24th. You know what I'm saying? What they call Black Friday, and crypto is for sale, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
And we buying and holding.
Folks is out here buying and holding this crypto. Oh my God. People doing a lot of different things with this journey. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of Jones. Seeing what we got going. Ethereum is having the biggest day. But
Ethereum,
man,
we are Ethereum.
Because it went past 400 yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was really the mental barrier pretty much the last half of this year. You know what I'm saying? It ran up to like 380, 390 earlier in the year, like early in the summer, like right when June, July, and then it kind of just fell off since then. And for it to kind of like finally get above 400, running up above 450 in another day, I think it has a chance to really end the year strong. 500, 550, 600. It's definitely possible. It's so this is definitely a good sign. The fact, I honestly had a theory that going into the shopping season, people were going to take profits. I still think a lot of that is in play, but we were talking earlier about the fact that this is the only market that's open right now. You know what I'm saying? So people are kind of taking advantage of that opportunity, and really making a lot of plays, making a lot of moves. I got a string going, dog. But yeah, man. People are really taking advantage of this holiday season. I think could be a lot of the youth. They might be starting to get some money from their parents and their grandparents and stuff like that, and they going out here and buying this crypto. I think that has a potential play for the next few months, man. Let's look at this Bitcoin chart, man. Bitcoin is holding this 8250 real strong.
I think it has an 8,300 mark and it can't just get over.
It really can't. I think it's gonna trade to 8,000 to 85. You know what I'm saying? For probably the rest of the year, and then we'll see whether or not it will kind of correct. I think it's due for a correction. I was saying that earlier today, but
I'm hearing it 468.
468. It want to hit 470 so bad. And bro, 500 is in play this weekend. We'll see. It's in play by tomorrow night. For real.
It is in play. It's gonna go through the whole weekend. Why? Because Ethereum just had a developer conference in Cancun beginning of November. So last time they had a conference in time of a new fork, some new technology, some new enhancements of what Ethereum is going to offer. You now have a couple weeks later, everybody's believed in. Great media and press, Google alerts. I got Android, so I get Google alerts about Ethereum all the time. So the sentiment is positive. So with it being the second in place, holding a steady market cap against Bitcoin consistently, it's now taking off like a rocket in this holiday season.
Bitcoin ain't here at 2,900 Satoshi.
Yo,
I'm trying to tell you about Bitcoin.
Great diversification is the industry that the banks will not support, which is the weed industry. The banks won't support them, and hey, who wants the banks to support them anyway? They're not giving you anything, so people are creating new technological ways to pass value in their industries. Thank you, blockchain.
We touching 352, coming right back down to 342. Looks like it's settling, but that's on the hour, so we shall see. I got it pushing back up. I got it pushing back up towards 400. I mean, it may not get all the way there, but I got it pushing back up in that direction.
Yo. Honestly, bro, where's my manners? I had, got caught up in the holiday spirit. I forgot to introduce my brethren that are out here helping me, supporting me with the live stream. Why don't y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves? Y'all back in the imprint on the KhemCrypto channel, and I appreciate y'all. And we got to make sure y'all get y'all notoriety and y'all market it up too. So what's going on?
You got to make sure that's just going to happen.
That's just going to happen.
You got it?
Dr. Quentin Johnson right here. You can follow me at _money. Do it.
That's the Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
That's the Twitter.
Yeah.
At _money.
And he been going hard on it. He be giving you the
hard on it, even
the
go.
alerts. You know what I'm saying?
I be dropping the alerts.
He be dropping the
I be
alerts.
dropping snapshots of the market.
The good TA analysis.
Good TA, good news stories.
And
I also try to pull cards when people don't want to tell me stuff and ask them.
One thing I do like about your Twitter, you really jump into the community. You at the developers, you at the creators.
I want to know.
You try and see if you can get some responses.
Yeah,
so
I want to know.
a
lot of times I don't get responses from people that are quote unquote famous, but that don't mean I'm not going to try.
Yeah.
I want to know what you think. Especially I was trying to ask, like Ian Bellina and Vitalik and Carter and all them, what they think about that video that King of Wales posted about their bot, and they were showing how they put their bot on before the pump. And they set a stop loss 10%, and then they set a sell gain like 15% or whatever. And the bot is like connected to the API through Bittrex. Boom, press go. As soon as they get that signal from the group, we're pumping this coin PRB or something like that. Boom, press go. You can see the price action right there on the bot. You can see the last price. A couple of things that I can't remember, but anyway, you can see the price action. I remember, and then when it gets to a certain price, then the bot go ahead and sell order. They showed the video of it. You can see, the GUI. You're not able to see the code, but you see it working. So I'm like, why, BitConnect? Why you don't do that? Just do that. That's all you gotta do is show the video of the bot working.
Man, sometimes you're not gonna know to show himself.
Yeah.
Look where we are now. Some things you gotta hold true to, BitConnect.
Some things you gotta hold to.
Popcorn 2920.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like 3,300.
So that's my dog, Dr. Johnson. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brethren. That's my other partner over here. Y'all seen them on the channel before. But we out here just holiday shopping, talking.
Big up! Your crypto coach Jovial Joe here. Once again, in the expanding cryptoverse. Market cap is up to 250 plus billion. 60.
We right here.
We used to be acting
265.
We used to be acting all scared when it dropped under 100. I cried like MJ when he wants some whatever he wants.
That was less than 6 months ago too, bro.
That was less than 6 months ago.
It ain't even been 2 seasons.
So what we gotta understand, computer science tells us everything technological is an exponential rate of growth. So when we add somebody new to our network called the Bitcoin, it don't just add an effect, it raises that effect to a certain power. And we are that power, y'all. So diversification is a must when it comes to our value. And, it'll be a shame if time repeats itself in a circle and it's looking like 2007, 6, and 8 again in our financial world, and the different legislations that are coming to back that our money isn't as valuable as we think it is. So money has a new form, and it's called cryptocurrency led by Bitcoin and the likes of Ethereum on.
Alright, so let's get into some quick TA real quick. We're looking at the Bitcoin chart. Going to the monthly. Market cap is going stupid right now. It's at 140 billion. It's 52% dominance of the crypto market. I honestly think, man, we got a lot of potential going into the new year, but we do for a correction. What do y'all think?
But a correction, but I think Ethereum will hold value. I think it has little tentacles that are going to come out in the form of dApps next year. Those tentacles, just like when in the iOS world, when we first got apps, they led the way to something that you have on a device that can transact money, have add-ons, have games, have all type of things. Blockchain has the form of Ethereum that can withstand a good deal of Bitcoin's dominance. That's why you have to play a 1-2 game at times.
And more than anything, I just had a thought, like, we've been playing this game really into this thing for about a year now.
Yeah, like really into
and
Starship Troopers.
What we realized kind of last year around this time was that, as much as we were being interested into Bitcoin.
We were researching it then because
we were being introduced and exposed to Bitcoin, but the alts really took off around this time last year.
We got drunk on.
We got drunk on the alts real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because you said something earlier. If your dollar ain't running, you know.
If it ain't running, it's not working for you.
You know.
You want to be on the fastest running currency there is. It is Bitcoin right now.
I don't think it's Bitcoin right now.
Well, not right now, but I mean just leading the way in where currency is going.
If you're right now is taking over a time period of a year, it's Bitcoin.
Yes.
It's Bitcoin.
It is.
Yeah. But
Ethereum arguably had a better year though.
Ethereum's having a better beginning. It's having a better beginning
for Bitcoin.
I believe Ethereum's having a better beginning than Bitcoin.
It is.
But see, Ethereum learned from Bitcoin and said we're going to add something more.
It's got a lot more use cases too. That's
I think it's important to say here. Don't overthink, man.
Yeah.
We know forks are coming. People gonna want free money. It's easy to know Bitcoin's going up. You see that? Move your money into Bitcoin. Make your money off a simple strategy. And then you know forks going away. And now people, what are they gonna do? Load their money back into altcoins. If you follow that simple formula, there's no way you're not making money right now. No way.
Absolutely.
No way.
Money's being made. It's not money, it's currency.
So y'all are saying that based off of that analysis, we're gonna look at the dominance. The dominance really went from like 80% last year to like a low of like 39%. You know what I'm saying? And let's do the gear chart. And right now it's at like 52. I think it's got a chance to go down a little bit more. It's gonna be interesting to see what some of the major alts like Ethereum, Litecoin, Dash, Zcash, Bitcoin Cash, all the ashes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like what they gonna do, and going into especially the first quarter of next year. But for right now, you know, looking at the chart, what we have is
Bitcoin Gold
52%, man.
Bitcoin Gold 0.0478.
That's like $400.
Like $400 right now for Bitcoin Gold.
You know? But see,
Bitcoin Gold, bro, it's gonna have a Bitcoin Cash moment. Y'all don't. I know everybody want to shrug Bitcoin Gold off because it had a inauspicious start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, you can't shrug it off, man, because they got Bitcoin name attached to it.
They got the core code.
They got plenty of people out there that actually use Bitcoin, actually hold Bitcoin, got it.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have that too, and they're not just gonna throw it out. They know what they're doing with it. At some point, it's gonna pump, it's gonna dump, and it's gonna be just like any of the rest of these coins.
And they're gonna be out here in the wild, like the rest of the world.
Cause see, I made my mistake with Bitcoin Cash, thinking Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin ass.
I know.
Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin ass.
Yeah. And then
triple on your ass.
Because Bitcoin Cash got whales.
Yeah. Yeah, whales, yeah.
Bitcoin Gold got whales.
Honestly, any Bitcoin fork you have to kind of consider because people have a lot of Bitcoin.
And influence. People have a lot of influence.
I still consider Bitcoin the mothership. Like, it's literally 50% of the entire market. So, what Bitcoin does, the market's gonna kind of follow. And when it comes up to these forks are very interesting going into the future because we've already seen pretty much 2 use cases, and nobody really expected them to go the way that they did on either one. For real, people didn't expect Bitcoin Cash to go that hard, and people were very disappointed about even Bitcoin Gold and whatever the segment 2X was supposed to be. But it's just like at this point, it's very interesting seeing all of this stuff play out. What are some of y'all's thoughts on that?
And before we even say anything else, we're talking about the forks right now. Anybody move their money to Binance to get some Bitcoin Diamond? Anybody?
I haven't yet.
Is it too late? Yeah, it's too late. Block already passed.
Next.
Yeah.
I believe, first off, I didn't do it either. I believe that if Bitcoin Diamond does hit Binance and it does trade, you're going to get it on Bittrex quickly.
Bittrex is what you're waiting for.
First one.
Because that's what made Power Ledger plus the Australian.
What's the outlook on that? Maybe a week or 2?
I don't know.
Maybe 3 weeks after you get on Binance.
When it will get on Bittrex? Yeah, if it get on Binance, you thinking something close to a month, but not too much over a month.
Okay.
They're gonna get the Bittrex.
Yeah.
I promise you. Let it come out worth $20. Because you got 10 to 1 on Bitcoin Diamond.
Okay. Wow.
this is wild stuff.
I said you want the coins.
And
then it's diamond. And then it's diamond. So
we're literally moving into an age of crypto coins, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
look, all the app developers and investors
you want to accumulate coins.
Yeah, the app developers in Silicon Valley have said, yeah, apps are cool. Let's look what this blockchain is doing.
It's money.
It's money meets with technology knowledge. Mm-hmm. And an emphasis on knowledge.
And so, like, everything that's been going on with these forks and all of this, this has been very interesting to see. Sorry, buddy. Got my son out here playing in the kitchen.
And as a developer, it's showing you that developers are having new projects to work on in the sense of forking some code of a previous great coin and saying, we think it could be a little better. We add this kind of consensus mechanism now. Change the time in which we make blocks. Have a mechanism for making it more rare in whatever the use case is going to be, and then you go out there and market it. You find some whales on your team. You have your momentary time to pump it until somebody take it seriously.
That's right. Until somebody take it seriously. Then you make a partnership somewhere.
Yep. But get a little media and have some Google alerts available by doing some things, making some alliances. Like Bitcoin Diamond Group had lunch at Bitcoin Core headquarters. But it's not centralized. What do they do with the headquarters?
Oh, man. The Wild West.
The central headquarters, centralized, the headquarters must be a decentralized chat room.
So we're going from like 2 billion altcoin market to currently, what? Almost 100. We had 100 billion. $126 billion market. That's pretty good.
What is
we went from 2 billion to 126 billion.
It's exponential
60 times
in the altcoin market.
So that means it's gonna be like 349 million.
Wow.
That's just how exponential nature is.
I think we're gonna hit trillion dollar market cap.
Now we're talking dollars. So what if America's dollars go to $1 worth 87 cents?
We're using dollars to describe a global market.
I know. So our vernacular is gonna make the number bigger over time because we don't see no recovery for our own U.S. dollar. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna shift the graph even quicker once something like making $1 worth 85 cents. Everybody gonna want to fight.
Yeah.
And then time is a circle. You're starting to see subprime mortgages again. We're printing money, $30 billion of money printed in April and February this year. Why? Why? We asking China to buy some money back. So if the dollar gonna keep shifting, inverse relationship, that means Bitcoin's gonna wild out and leave it. It's gonna make the circle tent even bigger for all the altcoins.
And if you've been paying attention, this whole crypto market just been jumping since
that's what
Trump
it is.
been
Bitcoin is that main pole.
So
pull up the
longer Trump stay in office, the more the jump just gonna bust.
Oh yeah, cause that's what he making money.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing that I really love about Donald Trump is he made cryptocurrency go hard.
No, I said that in his terms, people gonna if you want to be a millionaire, this is the time to do it because he's gonna enable it.
Yeah,
he's gonna enable.
He's gonna make a lot of people a lot of money.
Cause now, like the corporate tax rate gonna drop again from 35 to 20%. So that means the richer people gonna get more money. So you gotta play the smart money game. That's all you gotta do. Incorporate yourself. The more elite CEO class is gonna get more money when taxes are over as a company, and they're gonna take that money and put those into bonuses and dividend acquisitions and assets, and then, but mainly cryptocurrency assets. And the money's gonna be running even faster to distance themselves in the future.
The more the major players jump into this, the more we're gonna just see all kinds of just
shenanigans.
Action. Really, it's gonna be a lot of price action. It's gonna be a lot of buyer action. People gonna start selling it again, so you're gonna see a lot of volatility again. And that's I think one of the joys and jewels of cryptocurrency is the volatility, is the movement, is the big waves in both directions.
It's alive.
If you're smart enough to play the game, you're smart enough to make money in both ways.
It's sideways.
You know what I'm saying? It's all it's doing is going up and down. Pick up one of your weed coins. So Bitcoin is literally $5 for the day. It's at 20% versus Bitcoin.
This is the Elliott wave right here.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your top. That's when public appeal gets the highest.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then you gotta slide. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's like
it go down. Yeah, it got. And this is just a changing trend. So we're gonna see, and a lot of the thing about TA and fundamental is that it's not, to me, it's not biased. So you gotta consider and incorporate both. You gotta understand this is the Bitcoin chart. You know what I'm saying? So it's against Bitcoin. So the value of it's moving on its own, but it's also moving relative to Bitcoin. This whole time, Bitcoin been moving up. So obviously, the price could be moving up or staying the same, and it's gonna, go down relative to Bitcoin. Yeah. So
Ethereum 476.
Look, man, you stop it. It's your weekend delight. Weekend delight.
Bitcoin 220, 230.
230?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 230. Yeah, 8230.
Yeah, he coming off that 8300 seem to keep hitting Bitcoin.
I
say it got the potential to hit 85, maybe 9 by the end of the year, and it's gonna correct for a second. Have y'all been filling up y'all's next bags?
Get the Ignis.
The next bag,
bro. Fill your next bag, bro. I promise you.
Talk a little bit about that. You definitely been doing a lot of analysis with the announcements and all this other stuff.
So next is got Ardor is the token that's on next, and then Ardor's function is to create other coins, basically, so they can make child coins, child tokens, child chains, right? And so the next thing is gonna come out as Ignis, and they're gonna be on the Ardor chain, right? So then. The snapshot, the Ardor snapshot is December 25th. And on that day, all the Ardor that you have, you're going to get one Ardor. Now, I have a little bit of a misunderstanding here. If you're going to get plus one Ardor, or if they're going to give you, because I saw the language in there, token and coin. If they're going to turn the token that you're holding into a coin, since right now, the Ardor token is not really a tradable coin per se, because it's on next client. But anyway, for every bit of next, I know this is real. For every bit of next, for every next you hold, you're gonna get half of Ignis. So that's the new coin that's gonna come out, and the snapshot gonna be on 25th. So every next you hold on Christmas, you're gonna get half of Ignis.
You want to make sure you go ahead and be an accumulating phase.
Accumulate. I'm gonna tell y'all, like I've been watching Next for a while. The max on Next is something like 30 cents, maybe. The bottom on that is like 5 cents. So when it was around 6 cents, that's what I was telling you. Buy the next, buy the next, buy the next. Now it's what? 12 cents-ish? It's in the 12-cent range. If you can catch it under 12 cents, you're doing a great job. Catch it at 12 cents, you're still good. Because I got to believe you're going to get at least to 17, 20 cents. I think the next is 30.
It's like 60%.
Exactly. You can make a quick little 60% off of it. And like this is the thing I was just talking about. Like, don't overthink it. People are buying for this snapshot on Christmas.
So when you get that 60% increase, do you immediately jump out back into Bitcoin?
I think you do.
You said, boom, I'm gonna always ride up and get my Bitcoin out. And then if I want to get back with you, I'll look at you and see if I want to get back in.
I think you'll be a smart person to go ahead and like set a stop loss at like, I don't know, 10, 20% lower, because people are gonna find out faster than you on Christmas. But when the price moves, it already happened. or just keep on updating on your phone when the block is. Keep on seeing what block we're on.
And so many things. As interesting as you said, you brought up Christmas, is because we've been watching a lot of the price action around the holidays this year. This being our first year kind of into this, it was just like every time we hit certain markers or certain, different hypotheses that we come up against, for whatever reason, the market just does whatever it wants to.
God, man, that ain't no sense.
You know what I'm saying? It really does. Like,
only rhythm I can find is the weekly rhythm. The weekly rhythm is there. The weekly rhythm's there. Monday is definitely a reset. Sunday night, early Monday is definitely a reset. You can definitely lose between Monday to Wednesday because of the reset. That jump might last like a lull, and next thing you know, everything's down. And the weekend is always a build-up. Yeah. It's always a build-up.
And unless it's based on some information or you know, something that happens.
The public sentiment and appeal is so important right now.
You do get a trend from week to week.
Right now, I think it's positive enough to have brought on 2 weeks ago 100,000 new Coinbase users. So I think that says something to why the big three, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, have been performing well.
Absolutely.
In that time, all increasing.
And that just speaks to America's adoption.
Yep.
America's gonna fuel the global adoption going forward for the next probably.
We gonna act like we created it, y'all.
We are.
America gonna act like we created it.
We really are, and it's gonna be the battle between whether or not Russia wants to get on board, or Asia really wants to get on board, as far as China and Japan, which is
Japan's already regulated into the financial system.
Yeah, you know.
Yep. Japan is the leader.
Yeah, Japan, like just like when I used to get all the video games came out in Japan like 3 to 5 years before they came to Japan. So let's keep it real. Japan's doing it again. Way to go, Japan. Big up.
Way to go, Japan.
I need to get to Tokyo. Conrad, Tokyo, Sparrow, Pistachio. Because it goes on, y'all crypto shopping.
Shopping.
Hey, nothing like crypto shopping on the holiday season. Hey,
Bitcoin Black Friday.
It's Black Friday, man.
I gotta see what kind of Bitcoin Black Friday deals they got.
You talking about cashless, man.
Cashless.
But ultimately, once these other coins come out and prove that they can do something worthy of being around Bitcoin, Bitcoin's gonna become that little lump gold that you just collect over time. I got a little digital lump gold over here. Just lump it over. Little lump over, and you don't just trade that around.
Yeah.
You hope that is like a digital asset. That's like
a
classic.
And
that's like an old baseball.
One thing I've learned and I've been saying pretty much all year is that
pass that to your kids now.
You gotta accumulate. You know, if anything, you're taking 1, 5, 10% of your income and you're buying cryptocurrency and you're holding it for the next 5 years, if not a little longer, and you decide what you want to do with it. Then
I think 3 years.
You see where you end up. Then
3 years.
That's like
this next year.
You know, if you really want to play this game, that's putting your feet in the batter's box.
This was year 1.
That's one of the easiest ways you can do it. You got so many different ways you can do it, man. And at this point, Thanksgiving or whatever you want to call it, holiday weekend, going into the shopping season of 2017, if you're still on the fence about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, whatever, you kind of need to come to grips with yourself, decide what you want to do.
Right. And you always have that decision, but the thing is, you want your money, if it's not running for you in growth, then it's not working.
It's not working.
Hey, you gotta work to eat in the house, right? So have your money working too. Don't have your
bank
eating off your money.
A lot of things make moves, but they you know, from what I've seen in a year, it's moving slower than crypto.
Bro, I always ask myself, how old am I? What have I done in those years? And then look at my strategy. I talked to my cousin today. He was trying to save money. I was like, what are you trying to save money for? To send my girls to college. I got 2 of them. All right? The oldest one's already 10. You got 8 years. A state school, you got to think like $6,000 a semester, right? Something like that by that time.
Hopefully.
Right? Hopefully, right? You're going to need like 10 semesters at least, right?
No.
So that's $60,000 right there. You got 2 of them. That's $120,000. How much you got in the bank? If you ain't got at least 60% of that, there ain't no way you get the 120 in the next 8 years. So whatever you've been doing, if it ain't got you close, if you ain't got $80,000 just sitting there, then something ain't working, and it definitely not gonna work for the next 8 years.
Yeah.
Change it up.
Change it up.
What you afraid of?
And I honestly believe we're moving into a new age.
Yeah.
And the rate of adoption for new technology is getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. It probably took maybe 20 years for the internet to really pop globally. You know what I'm saying? And what we see in cryptocurrency is that it's a global phenomenon.
Yeah.
It's not going to take 20 years. It might take 3 or 4. And then it's literally everybody going to be on board. So if you kind of want to get into it, now is the time.
Ethereum 480.
All right.
It's prime time, bro.
Let's talk about it, man.
Each coin is out there.
Joe here is our Ethereum specialist. Let's just talk about it, man.
I should have bought my Ethereum Classic the day when I could have got it for $19,500.
Honestly, I never let go of my Ethereum. I just hold on to that like an emergency fund that keeps just growing.
I like to look at the markets, man. What's the czar?
Ethereum, these coins each have their time. Like
what's the czar? Because then you get to see what people are doing all over the world. It's 522 for the Czar.
Yeah, when you see other exchanges, other markets have it at a different price, you're like, oh, other people gonna see CoinMarketCap right now.
Yeah, man.
Other people gonna think, oh, this thing at a price up to this somewhere. That means somewhere that value about to hit there somewhere. Or arbitrage.
Arbitrage, yep. Arbitrage is hard with some coins, man, because you got to get all those
Network
confirmations.
Yeah.
Bro, for Einsteinium, I need like 999 confirmations, bro. That's craziness.
What Einsteinium is what use?
I'm not even sure. I believe it's got something to do with donating to academic research somehow. I believe. Don't quote me.
So there's 999 that much better of a blockchain trust?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't believe in that. I don't know why they need so many confirmations. That was at Bittrex. I need like 1,000 confirmations. No lie.
They must have a lot of nodes. They must have 1,000 nodes.
Let's talk to the people about Ethereum, man. I'm gonna let you play with the chart a little bit, brother, and let's see what we got going on. Cause this Ethereum's been the one that's really been moving. Let's see, we can do a year.
So if you see, this was it was an ascending wedge right here, and you see the lows got shorter and shorter. The lows got shorter and shorter, so of course it hit a node right here. On my charts, underscore Jovial Joel here, and it hit a nodal point recently. This ascending triangle here and downwards here, they all came down and they met at this point right here. And at this point, anytime these node force points, upper and lower, connect, you have to then ask, what is the public sentiment? What do the people think about it at this time? Well, in this time, Ethereum can't do no wrong because they had a developer conference. Confidence is higher in the project. Developers are happy. So it has no reason but to unite with these trend forces at a nodal point and explode and set a new level where right now we're going upwards and we don't know where that J going to stop.
400 obviously was a good mental barrier, and we've kind of gone through that right now.
Because it's a triangle here that goes straight.
Yeah, that is. That's what we call an ascending triangle?
Ascending triangle. It was like a wedge. And you
good
see
technical analysis, brother.
The drop down, the underscore, the retracements right here. The retracements were consistently getting smaller. When you see the retracements getting smaller, bro, over a time, the retracements are getting smaller. Here's big retracement. Mm-hmm. Smaller retracement.
Yeah.
Smaller retracement.
Yeah.
Game time. Whoa.
And like I was
it's like a laser.
Like I was telling you, the volume.
It's like a laser beam.
You see the volume numbers going up too.
That's another indicator. Your volume gonna get good stuff.
When you got that confluence indicators where there's multiple ones showing you what it's doing, you getting 2 billion a day in action. It's time to move.
Also look at your volume.
And I wanted to show this because this is pretty much the way we've been riding all year. This whole second half of the year. This is June. We tested 400 back in, right before summertime.
You took a hit.
So at the end of the day.
So now when it sets a new groove, it'll have a retracement.
Hopefully it won't. We even got a brother that we know. Shout out to J Little 07. He been accumulating our hope pretty much this whole time.
Accumulating. 420 something, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like he bought it 420. Like why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. 420.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And you up like Donald Trump.
On that. He up 10% on that.
Up like Donald Trump.
He up 10% on that in 2 days.
I bought it at 422.
I ain't gonna lie, I bought it at 420 something too.
I think it's on the run, bro.
Yeah, baby.
Momentum is too strong.
Oh, the momentum's too strong. You can't hold it back. It's the same. Like, look at your MACD, folks. Your MACD on an aggressive positive slope for both of your lines.
We can do a week.
The MACD don't lie. They let you know if it's getting steep for like a 2-3 day thing, other people in the world are seeing that same candlestick time. They're like, oh, this thing about to shoot up.
It's moved 50%.
And so everybody's already consciously thinking,
easy.
Ethereum about to shoot up. Anybody that's trading, they see the 1 day, the 2 day candles.
It's moved by 50% of the week.
That MACD is still climbing. It's gonna climb till tomorrow.
The low for this week was.
It's gonna go all weekend. Just like Bitcoin trying to do the other week.
330.
Ethereum gonna teach you how to stunt altcoins.
We done already passed 445, y'all.
Ethereum gonna teach you how to stunt. They gonna go about 483. I mean, probably about 583.
I ain't messing around with this Neo no more.
I ain't on Neo. I'm holding some. I'm staking some.
Yeah.
Ethereum is definitely on some robbing to Bitcoin's back.
My Neo amount has grown in value a couple $100 since the uptake from 29, 28. So it's up playing around 34, 33.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm trying to play this damn Bitcoin Cash bounce. Weekend's coming. Bitcoin Cash going to 2,000.
Oh, Bitcoin Cash about to show out.
Yep. If you can catch it under 1,600, you balling. If you catch it under 1,500 on some stupid spike down, you killing the game. I think it's going to 2,000.
It's starting to get a public appeal. It's starting to get that renegade. No, this is the new Bitcoin. How about that? It's the new one. We're coming for the real name too. That's what Bitcoin Cash people want to do. They want to come out and get it changed to this is actually a real Bitcoin, and they want to get it changed. So I'm like, oh wow, y'all going on. It's like Star Wars out here. Starship Troopers.
What I have been talking about for a minute is Zcash, man. I've been saying Zcash being primed for a good little second.
Let's look at the Zcash chart. We can go ahead on that for a second.
Zcash used to run with Ethereum.
Yeah, man. See, I had predicted that Zcash was going to outrun Ethereum to $400. Yeah. But Ethereum said, no, sir, we're not doing that. But Zcash still looking real good, man.
Anonymity.
And see, that's the same thing I'm always preaching about, the anonymity coins. Always like to diversify within a sector.
Diversification still works in this market. It's even more essential. And volatility gonna help you. Diversification helps to rid and help the sting of volatility.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because and when you find coins that move together within a sector, like Zcash, Monero, and Dash,
they roll together.
They roll together,
y'all.
They roll together, man. I mean, you can't even dispute it if you just look at the charts at all. If you find that, then go ahead and exploit that. Dash goes off from 400 to 500 all of a sudden. Hey man, Zcash hadn't moved yet. Let me go ahead and buy some of the Zcash.
So see what I'm saying with this? It's getting a smaller drop down. Mm-hmm. See a trend here. You know what I'm saying?
I can get this market cap to go away. There we go.
Upwards here. I'll go up here with a ray. And I'll come out and connect these tops.
Yeah.
And over here somewhere, it may hit this little spot if it break out. It always have a line for breakout watch. That's what I like to have. A line for breakout watch.
So Zcash had a triangle a while back. I ain't gonna sit here and try to find it right now, but it like a lot of other cryptos had an ascending triangle or either a symmetric triangle. I can't remember which one. But I know Ethereum had one, Zcash had one, Litecoin was forming one, Potcoin did one. It was a lot of currencies. That's why when people start saying alts are back, a while back ago, I didn't really believe it because it wasn't there. But now you see triangles across multiple coins. I'm like, man, all coins about to pop. And there it is. They went. Boom. That's in the triangles.
And then it gets smaller.
It gets smaller, yeah. It looked like the wave it dissipated.
No, it looked like this.
But the thing with this
it's energy, bro. It's literally an energy equation.
And that's why that volume is important because as you're watching the breakout, if the volume is picking up,
yeah, you
gotta make that move because you know the momentum is too strong.
It's gonna be hard to get an order too. You can be like, man, I can't even get an order in. They jumping so quick.
If you're looking at a 4-hour candle and the volume is pretty relative to the average volume on the 4 hours, and you're only an hour into the candle and it's breaking out, I think you need to go ahead and make a move. That's why the technical analysis is so important. Bruh, where would you say you were on technical analysis last year around this time, and how important has it been for you to kind of develop this separate skill set that you kind of incorporate with your investing mindset?
I was zero last year.
I
didn't know nothing about this at all last year.
I was maybe 20% just off collegiate level math minor, so I see the geometry.
Okay, well, yeah, if you count that,
I see the geometry, even if I'm not fully vested yet. I'm looking at that even before I jumped in.
But 10-20% ain't nothing either. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, if you count that, just math background and just
investment.
Also, to me, so I my PhD is in life sciences, but my background is in chemistry and computational chemistry. And to me, chemistry is like kind of physics based and math based, but mostly physics based. And there's always this sort of signal and then dissipation of signal. in every level of thing that you look at. Two atoms coming too close together, a big spike in energy, and then they push away, and the energy goes down, and then it kind of dissipates the whole signal. So that kind of theory already is in my mind. So yeah, I said 20%, 25% maybe. Yeah.
But what it allows you to see, you have many indicators that help you. So you want to have multiple weapons in your technical analysis. But to start on the outside looking in, me personally, I keep a thought in mind: how long am I withstanding the hold, whatever I'm thinking about, and then I give it a thought of, well, multiple days is usually good for me. So I put it on a day look, a day candlestick, and then I'm looking for the lowers. Get the lows. I get the lows from the as far to the bottom that connect to the most recent upward swing, and I connect that, and I do a ray. A ray is a single point that has a line segment that goes on forever. So I do that on the bottom, and I do that on the top. And if I see any type of ascending or converging points that these two upper and lower sections or forces touch, that's going to be a point of very interesting momentum. And based off how we value it at that point, public sentiment, it usually will follow one trend upwards if our sentiment is extremely positive, or it will go down to the lower trend line if it's not a positive sentiment. Rarely you'll have it power through and just do ambiguous, consistent chop. That chop is also something that can happen where it just goes through the point and just sits there.
So, what kind of explain what you're doing right now, brother?
So I'm trying to connect as much as I can.
Yeah, connect as much as you can.
But before this thing breaks out, and this right here is very close. So I'm just gonna connect as many of these tops as I can. Boom, there's 3 tops I connected right here. This whole thing, this channel is moving up, right? So this right here is just in the last couple hours or so. So you move back. I mean, before I even start connecting it, you already seeing, this like a linear increase that's going on from here. So I can now this trend is almost the same. It's still
strong.
It's still a strong trend. Yeah, I'm moving back in time, and this trend persists. I can still connect these same tops, right? So we still moving up.
We're kind of moving in an ascending channel.
Yeah. So anyway, like you keep moving back, and you seeing this ascending. How long are you gonna wait before you get in, man? These lows are getting higher. These highs are getting higher.
Yeah.
I mean that right there is the easiest indicator.
You want to see something like that.
So we ain't even gotten to all the MACD and all that, but I really wanted to see if I could hit something that would show where that ascending triangle was a little while back. But anyway,
bro, I think you're doing a great job just breaking it down on a very foundational level. If you really want to get into the technical analysis, the cryptocurrency space is a good way to kind of jump into it because it's so volatile to making so many movements, and it kind of like forces you to kind of incorporate your emotional investment as well as your intellectual investment. You want to learn more. The more you buy into it, the more you get involved in it. You want to know about the different indicators, what different price action movements to kind of follow. How important does volume play? Volume pretty much signifies, the biggest, kind of reassurance. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's the fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
The price action is the actual,
that's the outcome.
Whether or not you're making it happen. Obviously, the most important thing is the price action.
Price action is
but
the phenotype.
That volume is going, as far as, helping you make decisions and following trends, that volume is going to show and prove and validate, what you're thinking.
You said something that's interesting about emotional investment. I think that's part of why crypto balls so hard. It's not just like some fly-by-night thing that people was just, I'm kind of into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, like it's got this whole strong community and ideology, and it's almost like
it's all about
a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
And it start turning, for people that don't have something that is their lifestyle, they start getting into this, and boom, this can become their lifestyle. And even for people who have a certain type of lifestyle, and maybe they not want that all the way.
Hey.
Crypto right there, man. I mean, it pull you in, It give you a nice warm bed.
On some side house shit, bro. Get your money and get out the game. This is the way to do it, bro. I ain't afraid to hold no punches. You know, if you want to watch it, this may be the way to do it. You know, like all my folks out there that's on that stuff. If you feel free and you want to listen to what we gotta say, man, you want to shoot us up later on down the road when you're millionaires, I appreciate it. But this is a way to do it.
This is a way to do it.
And sit on the computer, sit on the internet, invest an hour or two each day or a week, and I guarantee you, over time, you'll just, man.
I knew it was an Ethereum Classic going to go in. I just sit here and watch it.
You watched it?
I just sit here and watch
What's
it.
the Ethereum Classic doing?
It's at $21.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just sit here and watch it, man. I just sit there and watch it.
I didn't have a bunch of them. I had to play my little Genesis miner to get like 5%.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I gotta hold my Bitcoin.
I play big Bitcoin sometimes.
I gotta hold my Bitcoin, man. I got my Ethereum cap game, so I ain't worried.
But just like BitTorrent was about the peer-to-peer accumulation and distribution of digital files, well, Bitcoin is about peer-to-peer value transfer and currency.
Yeah, it's digital shit going on right now, bro.
Your whole life is on your Facebook and your Instagram and stuff. Come on,
Litecoin 77.5.
Oh yeah, I told you.
77.5, my guy. I've been holding my Litecoin.
I'm holding Litecoin.
Yeah,
That's if Bitcoin is dollars, Litecoin is quarters.
There it is. That's probably the most simplistic explanation I've ever heard, and it's so true. If Bitcoin is dollars, your Litecoin is quarters.
I'm waiting on my them to get back so I can make a profit out of it. I didn't put that much into it, but I got a signal saying it might be a good one.
What is that project even doing lately?
I'm not sure.
The new economic movement?
I'm not sure about that. Bitcoin Gold been holding that .048 on Satoshi for a minute, bro. They've been holding there. It's like, I mean, come on.
What more do you want, you guys?
Yeah.
Bitcoin Gold is here to stay.
I think so.
Yeah.
Zcash broke out just like Ethereum.
That's 393.
No, Zcash broke out like Ethereum.
That's what I've been saying, dog. Zcash be mimicking Ethereum, dog. I've been saying this since last year, dog. Zcash, for some reason, it rides with the other anonymity coins. But like it seems like when you look at the chart, it be looking like Ethereum's chart. I don't know.
That's a complimentary getting back to those alt days.
I love alt days.
I mean, I think we're there now.
We're at
the season of the alts right now.
You had buggy wagons and bros together.
Ripple's gonna take out one of these days.
When Ripple show out, they're gonna show out ugly on y'all.
I really just think you're being just silly, dog. I cannot see Ripple not making it to at least 40 cents, probably 50 cents, sometime March, April-ish, sometime in the spring.
So we need to accumulate on Ripple.
I think so. Especially if it dropped down under 20 cents. You need to be acorning that thing, get as many as you can, bro.
Honestly. And what I've done is I've gotten in on the Coin Flash app. That's one thing. I'll be sure to post a link in the description later on after we get done with the live stream. But Coin Flash app gives you a great opportunity to use your loose change. If you've got like banking accounts where they take your spare change from each transaction and put it into your savings and different things. Like I know they have a program like that with Bank of America. I'm sure they have something like that with Wells Fargo and other banks and stuff like that. Well, this is a way to do that with crypto. And the way you have your settings is you could do anywhere from like 50% of your spare change to 200% of your spare. And what I did was I pretty much set it up so that I can get the same amount in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I did 200%. So I'm buying the same amount of spare change in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I'm doing it each week. You can do it daily, monthly, weekly, different things like that.
BitConnect. Hey, man, I know nobody was talking about BitConnect.
This commercial break was sponsored by BitConnect.
BitConnect.
Wow.
Hey, man, what can you say?
We're looking at it, man. Hold on.
I know nobody would say nothing about BitConnect. If you want somebody to actually talk about BitConnect,
that so I can pull it up. I'm gonna pull up your Twitter so we can pull that article up.
If you want somebody to talk about BitConnect, you in the right place.
And that's a great segue because I can get on this BitConnect and on the timeline we're right around. I have it up here already. We're right around the time for our new day. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we hit it.
We got a resident BitConnect.
We had 0.84 yesterday. And then now, let's see.
This the returns.
We might have to give it another minute or two, but it's 7 o'clock, so we're waiting on the new percentage for tomorrow. But yeah, let's pull this up.
Recap the last 5 minutes on the
Nah, let's go another 5 or 10 minutes to talk about this. Not only just BitConnect, but just the other ways in which you can make money.
Also known as Ponzi schemes.
If you want to call them that. Whatever.
Which may appear as one.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what I say?
Good diversification.
Hey, you know what I say? Everything's either a Ponzi or a pyramid.
Bruh, at the end of the day, the dollar is a Ponzi scheme.
I don't care if you're talking about a university or you're talking about Kroger. Hey, you talking about a household. Everything's either a Ponzi or a
school
pyramid.
system. The superintendent is the top of the pyramid. All the teachers at the bottom. The students at the bottom.
If you're not running a Ponzi or a pyramid, it doesn't work. You must live in some country that's not the U.S.
But see, that's sacred geometry, though. That's a principle.
Yeah, so when you put the 100 words or less for each one, I saw BitConnect that said the word off, that made off. So I looked, I was like, what the hell is that? And I looked it up and I read about it. And I was like, oh wow.
And people trying to hate. Peers want you to only make money the peers way.
And that's another thing. What we've been seeing with crypto is that people are making money in new ways that we've never heard of.
Yeah.
So obviously, when you have something that you don't understand that's making a lot of people a lot of money that you might not necessarily agree with, you're not gonna support it. You're gonna talk bad about it. I think if anything, bro, with crypto being such a global entity and BitConnect not really having, one staple location, yeah, of course they signed a license with the the UK and stuff like that, but they can probably flip that to Thailand, wherever. And then like in another few days, bro, like it's really just something. It's something as easy as paperwork. So this is a new article. Go follow Jovial Joe right here. You know what I'm saying? This is his Twitter _Jovial Joe.
Big up.
And he just retweeted this article talking about BitConnect. And it's just if you own BitConnect, it's multiple ways to make money. It's a proof of stake coin, so you make money just by holding it. You also have an opportunity to lend the coins back to the program, and they'll pay you out in fiat based off of the percentages, and that's what we're looking at right now. So it's averages, usually around 1% daily. 30 days has been a little over 1%. 6 months is 0.96. The last 7 days has been kind of bad, but that's because we've been kind of coming off of a real high few weeks, the last couple of weeks. But tomorrow is going to be 0.78. And so basically, we got a few more hours in today based off of where we are, in the world. I'm in Eastern Standard Time, so it's 7 o'clock, but it's really like 12 o'clock in UTC, and so we're switching over to the 0.84. So we get 0.84 payouts on our loans for amount you loan to BitConnect. So yeah, this is a pretty decent program. I'm kind of glad we made it out so that we can see the new percentage. We got 0.78 tomorrow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, y'all.
Say that again?
BitConnect has a BitConnect trading module that enables users to trade bitcoins directly with each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's cool. That means you got to pay no fees, or you just got to pay the miner fee, or what? And you said also they're trying to get miners?
Yeah, they said, Bitcoin's so hard to mine, but you can mine BitConnect. It has its own coin.
Yeah, you can mine BitConnect.
And it's growing. It's growing like a little rally car next to a motorcycle.
I bought BitConnect coin at $50 when I made my first loan back in June.
And BitConnect is now
$296.
$296 BitConnect.
It's gonna be interesting to see where we go with this, you guys.
Oh man.
Any last thoughts? Any last words from the crypto kings for the stream?
Man, I said that right. What we turning on for?
I know.
Hey, whatever. Well, we gonna, just parlay a little bit. We appreciate y'all, fellowship, watching, and let's get these coins.